Let me start off with how y'all doing. So I'm finally off. Okay, so I'm about to go home. So anyway, I was trying to call my friend, right? So with me trying to call my friend, the phone calls are going to the voicemail. And normally I don't be concerned, like I'm kind of, like okay, whatever. But I'm getting better with age. I asked this like, are you okay? Because, you know, getting older, things happen. It was a lot of stuff that went on in the city that I'm from. So I'm just like, you never know. You never know. So I did go to extra steps to just try to make sure my friend is okay. Haven't heard anything back yet, but I just sent the message. Hopefully they're okay. Either is they're okay, or they might be under the weather, or they could just be acting funny. You know how they like funny acting or whatever. I don't know. So I don't want to assume. But once I get an answer, I have clarity. But I don't know what's going on with them, so I try not to, I'm trying to get better with checking up on people, because I ain't the best at this. I am definitely not the best at this. And I had the tendency to go MIA. So it really can't really say too much when people go MIA, but it's going to voicemail that's bothering me. It's not so much of that the person's not answering, is that it's going to voicemail when I call. It rings maybe a time, maybe two, and it goes straight to voicemail. And it's like, are you good? You straight? You know, and it's, I do be concerned about people. I'm not just, if I'm your friend, I'm your friend. So I'm gonna be concerned about you, and I just want to make sure that folks is okay. I'm getting better. I'm getting better with this, because I don't call really. Don't call that much, and I really don't. I be going in my A so much to the point. But I'm trying to get better with it. I promise. I'm trying. And cause I feel like my friends have heard from me more than they normally hear from me, because I normally don't call nobody. I don't call. Oh, until I get into them like little talkative moods or whatever. I don't really call. Hey, I don't really call too many people. So yeah, and when I do, I reach out, normally they be like, hey, or eventually get back to me. But seeing that this friend hasn't got back to me, I'm kind of concerned, because typically it at least be a text message, at least be a, hey, busy, or something like that, so I at least know that they good. But when it been a few days, that does concern me. Now, I tried to reach out to a friend, and the phone just going to voicemail, but it's been doing that for the last few days. So I was just kind of concerned. And I think that's kind of good on me, because I don't know I'm to call and check on people. I don't know I'm to call and check on people, and that's terrible. But I'm getting better. So I'm getting better with calling and check on people, because I do, I realize things happen, and anything could be wrong and stuff like that. So you should, call and check up on people, folks, your family, your friends. And I ain't got too many friends, so I'm trying to get better with checking up on people. I still gotta make a few more phone calls, because there's a couple more that I ain't heard from. But the only reason I'm concerned, like I said, the only reason I'm concerned is because it was going to voicemail. If it wasn't going to voicemail, I'd be like, oh, they in a little mood just like me. They get like me, because people get like me and they go MIA too. we all do it from time to time. But when it going to voicemail, it's like, okay, you're not in the hospital or anything like that. Are you good? You straight? So yeah. I'm good. Hey y'all, what's up, man? I don't really get on her like that, but I got on her this morning. And when I found out about these little games on here, I just had to go try it again. Y'all. Yes. So, and like I said, I'm just not getting off of work. I'm about to head to the house, y'all. I'm head to the house. I need to probably go to the store. Seeing that you wrote that in English, apparently you already know. Why are you asking me questions that you already have the answer to? You just trying to be, what are you, trying to be funny? Oh, you think you a comedian. Oh, you think you funny. Not. They thought they ate. Didn't. Like, bro, too early in the morning. Too early in the morning. Do you, boo? Do you? But yeah, I think I might go ahead and do that before heading home. I'm proud of me. I feel good. I gotta call my other friend, but I know that they should be okay because they've been streaming. So with them in streaming, I know that they're good. But I hadn't talked to them just to check up on them and stuff like that. So I think like I said, I've been making my rounds. It might take me a little minute, but I've been making my rounds with the people that I do call friend. Like, hey, friend, and I don't use that term lightly. So because I realize I have to do better. In order for people to do better with me, I got to do better with them. And communication is key. Yeah. And like I said, it's not my strong point because I go MIA. And for people that really seems bad to most people because, you weren't there when I called you and when I needed you. It wasn't that I didn't know it was going on. Well, you would know it was going on if you answer your phone. Touche. I mean, you might have a point, If maybe had I answered my phone, I would have knew. But like, I don't be answering my phone all the time. I be looking at it sometimes. And I'm like, in my mind, I say, I'ma call them back. Like, y'all gotta realize that I be having the best intentions in the world because in my head, I'ma call them back. Where it go to, I don't know. Like I said, me remembering things, I was who? They be like, I caught you. I was like, you sure did. I don't lie. Like I said, I ain't see it. I seen it. I was meaning to call you back. Now, people don't believe you when you say you were meaning to call. I do be meaning to call you back. It just, somewhere down the line, it ain't happened. Like, when you start watching a show, or you even get deep in your sleep, when I get to work, I don't even think about none of it. Well, maybe once I get to work, it'll dawn on me. Like, dang, I ain't called such and such back. You know what? I'm going to call him back once I get off. But once I get off, I'm tired. And, like, I've called him when I wake up. And we hitting the same, like, motion back over and over again. So now it done been a few weeks and you done called me and I ain't called you back. So, yeah, I understand. It be me sometimes. I can't even lie. I be saying text messages and I be like, okay, I'm going to text them back as soon as I get up. And then I forget. I be forgetting. And then I say, it's such a delay. And when I send my text, should I even send it now? Or should I even call since it's such a bit delay? But I get excited later on and it be like, ooh, I need to call such and such. Now when I call you, you like, Like, I was like, what's the for? Now you call me? What you mean I call you? I called you a few weeks. You sure did. You sure did. I'm sorry. I mean, I deserve every that you gave me. Honestly, you. Yeah. Hello from Russia, beautiful lady. Hello. How are you? But yeah, so when people on me, once they talk to me, I don't understand. It be me. It be me. How I don't have a lot of friends, it be me sometimes. Sometimes people just shady. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I done messed with some shady people. And to those, like, just because you get a little boyfriend, you get a little girlfriend, and we friends, that don't stop us from being friends because you get with somebody. So if you be in a relationship, make you not be my friend, like, that just, were we friends in the first place, is my question. Like, if we can't now, I understand dynamics and friendships change because, like, when your friend get into a relationship, right, they're not gonna be as available because they're gonna be booed, right? You gonna be booed up, you gonna be, but I should still be your friend. Like, when, as long as we weren't doing nothing inappropriate, I should still be your friend. Now, you start getting distant, you start, acting funny towards me. When that relationship, if it falls apart, and don't think I'ma act like I got amnesia. I remember everything that you at that point because you just threw our friendship away because you was in your relationship, baby. We still are friends, even if we don't talk all the time. You don't throw your friends away because of a man or a woman. Especially when they're not doing anything disrespectful. Now, if they're doing something disrespectful to, disrespect your relationship and they know that you're in a relationship, then it's by every means, like, it's still boundaries and it's about respect. But if your friend just being the same friend that they done been being and they ain't doing nothing to interfere with your relationship or doing anything inappropriate, and they're not doing anything inappropriate, I don't understand why the switch up. why the switch up? We friends, but now you got a man, now you don't want to be friends. We friends, but now that you got a girl, you don't want to be a friend. And I done had boyfriends, I done talked to people and stuff, and I was still your friend. Like, I was in my relationship and I was still your home girl. I was still, calling and checking on you from time to time because I know me. I do go MIA, don't get me wrong. But I'm still acting like your friend. I still, when we talk, yes, but I ain't just completely, switch up on you. I ain't gonna do that. Now, I always been MIA. I've been MIA before the man, or whatever, but it blows me how people love to switch up because they with somebody, and then as soon as their relationship fall apart, now you want to kick it with me, bruh. So, like I keep saying, when y'all look whatever with your little relationship, keep that same energy to those that do that. Like, don't do that. Don't let, because I done had I think the best example of that happening to me is when, like, I did that one time. Like, when I got married, I cleared my phone. Even friend guys, like, I just, everything, just clear my phone because I'm finna get married, this and that. When my marriage fell apart, you know who helped pick me up? My same friend that I stopped talking to because I got married. That friend, now I ain't gonna say that they let this slide. Like they act like they ain't like they of course they reminded me of that situation, but I was young like when that happened. But that was my teacher for my future relationships on how not to conduct myself when in a relationship, as long as that person is not disrespecting my relationship. You know, I didn't have no reason to like not talk to my friend or still be cool with them. It's just alone, I'm gonna always make sure that person respects who I'm with, though. Like respect that the fact that I have a relationship, and if you stepping over boundaries, then that's when you get cut out. But that was a good teacher though, cause that friend, that friend listened the middle of the days, me crying to them and crying on their shoulder about how I felt, and boy, it's me, and I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, and he changed up on me, and and I was just crying to them, and they was the ones supporting me after this breakup, and I said I never. After that, I ain't did that since. Like I'm not finna, like I said, unless you are disrespecting who I'm with and disrespecting our relationship, I'm not finna cut my friend off. You still my friend. You still my friend. Unless you do something to me, or like I said, or something that jeopardize my relationship. It's about respect. But other than that, nah, I'm not finna just because no. Cause who else I'm gonna run and talk to? Who can run to? And like, and I also learned, like, of course, my man, right? But occasionally, I understand people feel smothered and they be wanting some private time, right? So, and as much as that person might love you, like people can love you, but sometimes they need time to themselves, and that's where it comes in to having friends. Having friends, you're able to go out with them. Like you're able to go out, y'all able to talk, and like I realized those things, like having friends, it gives you something else to do. Like we gonna have a girls' day out, whatever. Now I don't know what's acceptable when you have like guy friends, right? Like, if your man is comfortable with you kicking it with your guy friend, then I guess that's cool or whatever. Because not everybody relationship is the same. Some people are like, this is like a brother to her, so I'm cool with her kicking it with, because every relationship ain't the same. But it's what y'all talk about in y'all relationship. If it's okay for that person to go out with a person of the opposite sex and kick it with them, far as like friend wise. So I ain't gonna speak on that because it's a whole nother conversation. Because like some people don't, like that, and they wouldn't feel comfortable with, you kicking it like that. And like I said, it's about respecting your relationship, and it's what y'all agreed to. But as far as like saying that's my friend, that's still my friend, and I can still, have a respectable conversation. Because I can't see, and this is speaking for me, I can't see me having a friend call me and need me, and I'm just turning my back on them because my man, and they need me to talk to me, but because I'm in a relationship now, I can't be a friend to you. Okay, see you later, JC, and it was wonderful seeing you as well. See you the next time. Next time I come on live. But yeah, I'm navigating life. Like this is what I've been doing on these lives, is really navigating life and learning little things and sharing the little things that I've learned, or because life has been one journey, and a lot of things that I might have seen in one way when I was a little younger, I might see a little different as I get older. You learn. If nothing else, you don't remain the same. You change through life. You start changing. I'm starting on from my break. You grow. I think as you get older, you're supposed to grow. And if you're not growing, something wrong. If you still acting the same as you did when you were 19 and you in your 30s, bruh. Well, I acted this and that. I mean, it ain't you telling me it ain't nothing that new that you done learned in life. You still have the same mentality of a 19-year-old. Wow, baby. You still think the same? Okay. So it is no growth in your life. Right. So you don't grow. Okay. People keep changing. They're growing. Just because you refuse to grow don't mean that everybody gotta refuse to grow. You grow up. Okay? It's called growing up. And sometimes you outgrow people. Some people grow at a slower pace than others. So, and then we all think differently. And sometimes y'all might be on the same page. And then sometimes y'all might be in different chapters of the same book. And sometimes y'all might not even be in the same book anymore. They might be in one book and you might be in another. So it's just, and you outgrow people. You change, they change, all this stuff. But, I definitely don't think the same way I did at 19, at whatever age I am, because I'm not going to say my age on camera. But whatever age that I am, I don't think the same as I did when I was 19. I'm grown. I'm grown. Like, for real. Like, I don't know. But like I said, to each his own. And I try not to judge people because I can't tell you how to live your life and what's right for you. But I can speak on the way the stuff that I've learned. Like I said, I've learned these things. These have been my life lessons. But definitely cutting off a friend just because I'm in a relationship, not finna do that. I'm in a relationship. I can't be friends with you no more. Ooh, I can't have single friends. You were just single 2 minutes ago. What you mean? You can't have single friends. What you mean? We were just partners 2 hours ago, but now you don't want to be friends? No. Oh. My only thing is, if you do me like that, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because, baby, I don't want to hear nothing else. Like, and you done cut me off, you better keep it cut. Keep cutting. Because I be darn. Like, I was your friend, regardless of who I'm with, and you gonna cut me? Oh, okay. Phone won't get answered. Will I? Like, I understand people make mistakes, but baby, gotta have to work on my heart at that point. Gotta have to let me know that you wrong. Lord had to let me know you wrong. I ain't saying it's a never, but God had to let me know. Cause I'm single. Now you can't be my friend. The nerve of you. But yeah, and I ain't like, and then I don't have very many friends to begin with. So yeah. And if you done ever block, if you my friend and you block me, you might as well just keep me blocked. You might as well just keep it blocked, baby, because you ain't gotta never worry about me. You ain't if I go to message you and my messages are unseen or unable to whatever, and it didn't told me that, baby, you better keep that same energy because baby, we are who? Make up for what? Nah, because apparently you ain't want to talk to me then. You don't want to talk to me now. We good. We straight. Because you blocked me. It's a difference with somebody not answering your phone call than somebody blocking you. That means you for sure, you didn't want to talk to me no more. It's very few people that I'm going to talk to after, if any, that I'm going to talk to after you done blocked me. Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't been in a relationship, and this is my key today. I ain't in a relationship with somebody, and they blocked me before, and that was me, younger me, though. That was younger me. They blocked me, and then I, talked to them because they was upset, and we were arguing and stuff like that. But now, older me, you blocked me? That means you don't want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to me, and I ain't finna fight with you. I ain't trying to fight to be in nobody's life. I ain't trying to fight to be in nobody's life at all. I'm sorry. I ain't got it in me. If you block me, then I'm just blocked. I'm just blocked. I ain't worried about it. I might be sad. Even if we close, I'm gonna be sad that you did that. But I'm good. I'm good. You blocked me. Keep me blocked. Keep me blocked. I don't want to hear. You ain't got to tell me I'm sorry. You ain't got to say I was upset. You ain't got to say none of that. Because you chose, that's the action that you need to take. Because blocking seems permanent to me. And because I rarely ever block anybody. You got to do something really to me for me to block you. Like, to block you? You said, I don't feel the same way. Exactly. Cause you block. Once you block me, don't take me off block. I'm good. Cause I don't really block people. I have exes that I have never blocked. And we just broke up. Like, and that's the reason we able to be alright. Like, time passes, you be alright. Y'all ain't, y'all just didn't need to be together. Like, I had to really, you had to really do something to me for me to block you. If I took it to that extreme and we was close, you did something to me for me to block you. You done said something to me that was disrespectful, and I didn't plan on talking to you again. So, I'm good with you being blocked. Hey, don't have one, but you ain't gotta worry about me once I figure out that I'm blocked. Because sometimes, have you ever had somebody block you, but you ain't know you were blocked because it didn't set in that you blocked? Because Facebook don't tell you, you just said Facebook, because I'm just taking what they say. Facebook don't tell you that you blocked. Okay, they just tell you unable to send a message, right? And sometimes people done deleted accounts, because that's me. I'll deactivate my account. I might, I just go and deactivate my account because sometimes I feel like I need a break. But it's not me blocking anybody. So it's just me. I deactivate my account for a couple of days or a few days or whatever, and then I pop back on. You was never blocked, because if you were blocked, I had to refriend you and all that stuff. I'm not finna do all that, because when you block somebody, y'all are no longer friends on there, all that other stuff, right? I think. I think. But I don't know if it's separate when you can't send a message or whatever. But anyway, I know it say unable to send. When I see unable to send the message, I started thinking. And then now I'm starting to investigate this situation. Because did they just block me? Cause I mean, did they just block me? Because you can kind of tell when you block on the phone, but I guess anyway, because it goes straight to voicemail. But they phone could be off. I try to do, I'm trying to put that in my mind. They phone could be off. They phone could be off. That's what that is. It could be off. And I try. But it's only so many days that's gonna fly. Like, you block me. If you can't, I'm a fairly easy person to talk to. I really am. Like, especially if you done call me nice. You so sweet. You so this and that. So I mean, you think I'm easy to talk to. Okay. And you had a problem with me as far as we're friends. Not just, we're friends. And you got my number, but instead of picking up the phone to tell me what's wrong or what you upset about, you block me. Hey, JJ. Hey, 18 Wild too. I'm sorry, y'all. But you didn't pick up the phone to use your words to tell me I'm upset at you. You did this to me. You said this and I was upset by the words that you said to me. I didn't like this. I had a problem with it, and we talk it out. But your first action is to block me. I didn't cuss you. I didn't none of it. Your first action is, it ain't that your first action is to block me, not talk to me. But block me? You didn't like me in the first place. You really did. You was just looking for a reason. You was looking for a reason to block me. Instead of just, you been talking to me for this long and you really didn't like me that much, you definitely could have said something, baby. I would have kept my distance. You ain't got to block me. You ain't got to tell me but not to call you. You ain't got to go as far, but you want to block me, be free. Feel. I ain't never trying to talk nobody out of blocking me. I ain't finna fight with you. You want to block me. I'm definitely not gonna fight with you. I'm gonna encourage you if you want to block me. If you tell me and you keep on doing this, I'ma block you. I'm like, go ahead, do what you need to do. Feel free. Like, I can't. Just the person that I am. Okay, I'm a loner anyway. Like, I'm used to being alone. So you think you threatening me to block me? It's very few people that it would even bother me if you bother me to the point where I'm just like, but even with that, I'm still not finna beg you to not block me. Go for it. Shoot. You have a good one. And I'ma even wish you well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your life. Like, I just, but that's the reason also I don't take that very lightly, because I don't block people. Really, I really try to talk about things. Now, will I go and not answer the phone for you? Yes, I would definitely do that. Will I not pay attention to you when you text me, but I still be glancing? Yes, I do, because I probably never read it, but I probably be like, I be probably be in my mood and in my feelings, so I'm not responding because I'm mad. And if I did respond, it probably wasn't gonna be very nice. If I choose to not respond to you, sometimes I mean I care. Sometimes if I choose to not speak words to you while I'm angry, that's good, because that means I still care to not damage this all the way. When I'm ready to just end something, I don't care about what I'm saying. I don't care, because I don't care about what the outcome gonna be. Because a lot of time, but if I take my time and say, I'm bad right now, I need to calm down before I say something I regret. So I take a minute and breathe. You know, I might not respond then because I know that this gonna damage what, friendship that I do have with you, relationship I have with you. So I choose to try not to say nothing that bad to you. But if I know that I'm done with this situation, baby, you ain't gotta worry about me. you ain't gotta worry. You ain't gotta worry about me. Nah. Everybody wouldn't even like. I guess my not responding sometimes. Not all the time, because sometimes if I go where I responded to you for a long period of time and I told you that I was done, that mean I was really for real and I was through with you. Sometimes when I have been in a relationship, say I'm through, and then but I still managed to text you back after you done text me, that mean I wasn't all the way through because I was emotional. I was through because you hurt my feelings. But if I'm through and I'm not just, bruh, sometimes I'm not playing. Ain't no playing. Like, I don't care. We're not. We're just not. But like I said, you block me, that's it. It's up. It's up. Once you block me, it's up. I'm not gonna beg you. It's up. But and like I said, and if I block somebody, hey, trust, I'm not gonna unblock you. I'm not gonna, not if I know, like, I'm not finna unblock the number. I'm not. Don't worry about it. Because I done had enough if I go as far as to block you. I'm not gonna unblock it. Because I really care not to. I know. I don't even like you. I don't even, like, know that mean I truly don't like you. But, like I said, it's not very many people that I have blocked. Now, you didn't block me. I just, I take it as you made it peace with you not gonna never talk to me again. But anyway, that's just me. These are some things coming from me. But I ain't got enough fight in me. I can't fight for no relationship. I can't fight for a friendship. I ain't got no fight left in me. I done been hurt enough. I done cried enough. Like, the tears done flowed enough to the point I can't see myself fighting for stuff that I give willingly. I give my friendship willingly. If I like you and I'm in entertaining a relationship with you, I'm giving that willingly. You ain't gotta fight for it, cause baby, I'm like, yes, babe, yes, boo. I'm offering, like, do you wanna go out? Do you, like, I'm that, I'm really on it. Like, I be like laying it on thick too, not just like a thin little bit. It be a thick. I be laying it on so thick. A thick layer, sun protection, like, thick. I be laying on. That's how serious I am about, about that person. And I'm sure about this situation. I'm sure about being with them. I'm sure about, I'm sure about all this stuff. But, if you yeah. And that's the reason I say if I block you, I'm sure. I'm sure, and want no doubt in my mind, I'm sure. I'm sure I'm through. I'm sure. Because whatever you said to me, baby, ain't no coming back from. And whatever action you took, it ain't no coming back from. It ain't no coming back from. Now, younger me, like I said, I have blocked people in my younger years, and was like, I was just in an emotional place and this and that, because I was young, being young, you do stuff, but now, adult me, like, older me, baby, if I ever block you, don't worry about me. I probably forgot I done deleted your number, so I won't even be tempted to call you. Decisive action, because I know when I'm not really done with a person. It's still lingering, and I still wonder about you. And I was, like I know, and I wonder how they doing, and da da da, this and that. But when I'm through with you, baby, ain't none of that wondering, thinking, none of it, none of it. But so don't be, and then I get so sick of people that like me try to hide they feelings. If I tell you how I feel about you, and I done told you how much I care about you, and you trying to study, like, hide your feelings from me, keep it hidden then. Keep it hidden then, because and once I move on, let that be your fault. Let that be your fault, because I ain't no Marina, and you ain't got forever in a day with me. You ain't got forever in a day with me. Like, just be patient. How long is patient? Till I'm gray haired? No, I'm good. I still got these years. If we have been talking for a while, like if we didn't made it in with, a decent time period, and you still unsure about me, just make it a no. Just make it a no. You could just go and say it's a no, because I ain't gonna keep waiting. Like, at some point you get tired of a person being unsure when you're so sure about them. If I'm sure about you and you so unsure about me, why should you keep being a yes in my life? Like, why is it that I gotta keep waiting on you and we're on your time when it's both of our lives that are involved in this? Now, I ain't trying to rush nobody, like say I'm rushing you, but in some period of time, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna pack this up. Like, once my feelings get off of it, because I can't rush my feelings. Sometimes, like, like, it's gonna linger for a while, but after a while, I'm gonna get tired of being confused about a certain situation, because I'm not confusing you. I don't play games when it comes to my heart at all. And if I done laid it out there on the line and laid it out that thick, and you still unsure about me, just make me a no. At this point, I'm just a no. Because that's what, if guys can say what turn them off, that's a turn off for me. If I had to wait a long time, it's about if it's a reasonable amount of time, I can understand that. I give people time, I give you grace. But you make me wait a long time, baby. I'd have been single, and I'm about to jump back out there and say, well, I guess I'm about to get back in these waters. That's what I'm at. I'm about to get back in these waters and see if I can swim. Like, cause who's gonna keep just waiting on somebody that I ain't even a definite yes to? I'm not even a for sure yes to you, and I'm gonna keep waiting. Baby, if I don't take myself on, cause to somebody, they not gonna, they gonna see it and know what they see when they see it. You can't even take a chance on me. Like, I ain't even worth you taking a chance on. Like, I ain't gonna hurt. I wouldn't hurt a fly. And I already told you I like you. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there, because I ain't got a lot of patience. And depending on the situation, like I said, it's depending on the situation. And like I said, I try to give time. I do. I don't be like, oh, well, it's been a month and I done got better. I done got better with that, because like I said, I wasn't very patient. So I try to give it a reasonable amount of time, especially like people fresh out of relationships and stuff like that. I wouldn't even want to jump myself into that, because you're not even most of the time, you're not even all the way over the other person, and I don't want to be no better rebound. I want you to know for sure you want to be with me, and it's not you just doing this to get over somebody else. You're just jumping in something with me to get over someone else. I want to know that you actually care about me, and you're with me because you care about me. You know, and because if I'm with you, I care about you. Because you my bae. You my boo. Yes, you. But that's just me. And I've been sitting on this parking lot for an hour. Y'all, let me get to driving home with my talking self. Alright, y'all. I've been on here 45 minutes, this is what it says. But I've been on the parking lot for an hour. Like I said, I was just sharing because had tried to call my friend. I didn't hear from my friend. I didn't hear from my friend a few days, and I called and it keep going to voicemail. And I was just concerned. So that's how this conversation even got started. But I hope my friend is okay. Hopefully, I hear from them soon, or like receive a text message and let me know that they good or whatever. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna head out. Alright, y'all. Peace.